Okay, so after I've recorded the vlog about when your body or stuff that you're going through, which is difficult and you don't like it, it's always part of your testimony, and it's your decision whether you want to share it or not. And I've realized while watching the Afrikaans one that I obviously didn't do the English one, and when I watched the Afrikaans one, I saw that I really looked that I was on drugs. But that is really how I felt. That was the effect of all the medicine and, my memory, which is not where it, even today, where it should be, but huge improvement. But today I want to talk to you about something that I've experienced this past 2 weeks. And when I started the vlog, I said that I'm gonna share with you things that's happening in my life, things I'm going through, maybe some stuff that I've learned, maybe make you think about things, maybe make you think about things differently. And as my vlog says, it's grow with Grisanda, because I'm still growing. And as I've shared in the past, when people know what I'm doing for a living and what my business is all about, and that is teaching, and a part of it is teaching parents about parenting, they immediately expect me to be this mom that is always in control, never lose her cool, and that she have this she has these two boys that is like soldiers. If she talks, then things happen, and then they forget that I'm just a normal human being that can make mistakes. They forget that my boys are just humans, that they just kids. And I've experienced that my oldest, which I love and adore, I've spent 10 years with him. Because I homeschool, I spend a lot of time with my kids. Not 24/7, but a lot of time. And I've just realized that obedience and respect, the way he talks to me, is really not where it should be. My husband works very, very hard, and because of that, the time that he spends with his kids isn't that much, and when he spends it with them, he really wants to make it worth it. And there was a time when he asked me, why do you punish Pia that much? Are you really fair? But and then I just told him, he's just a lot more disobedient than his brother. I punish for disobedience. And while going through this whole disobedience and struggle, I just asked God, why do I have to struggle this much? Why can't it just be a bit easier? And because of temperament, you will have kids that is more likely to be obedient than others. And because of temperament, you will have kids that tends to rebel more than other kids. But at the end, it is you as a parent's task to make sure that when they're disobedient, that they get punished. That you have that whole discipleship that I've talked to you about, that they understand it and that you practice it and that you keep it in mind, because that's going to make everything a lot more easier. Even those days that you feel like, I don't have the energy to punish, I just want to, close my eyes and just, look past it. But at the end, there's also God's word, which says that that we should be obedient. Parents, we should be obedient to God, and God said, we have to punish our children if they're disobedient. We need to guide them, and I can't remember all the verses in the Bible, but there's so many verses regarding that. And there's also verses regarding children to be obedient to their parents. So it's also, if your child is disobedient to you, they're also disobedient to God. So I just want to tell the parents out there that even though there's days that you feel like, I don't have the energy to punish, I'm just so tired, I don't know why this is happening. Maybe it will just, they will stop doing it. It is you as a parent, it's you as a parent's task to make sure that they know what's right and what's wrong. That's why there's rules. And that they know why it is important to be obedient, and that if they're disobedient, that there's going to be consequences, because there's going to be consequences when they grow up. If the speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour and you drive 80 kilometers per hour, you might get a ticket. So it's better to teach them that while they're young, even though you don't have the energy, even though you feel like, you don't know what to do anymore. And remember, we must pray for our kids. I forgot the English word now, but the Afrikaans word is salve. It is when you take oil, sorry for me explaining, but then you'll know what the word is. You take oil and you just put it on their forehead, and then you just pray over them, and you just pray that, I pray obedience over my kid. It's still his choice, but from me as a parent, I can pray for my kids. So you can do it, you as a parent, even though you don't have the energy. Believe me, I haven't arrived. I'm far from arriving. But what makes it easier is that I know that I'm not doing it alone. I have a lovely husband, and I'm just holding on to God's hand. May you push through, even though it's very uncomfortable.